Hello. Good afternoon. Did you get the timing just right? Hi everyone. We are back. Congested in this day and age? Really? Wow. Every week I set the stream live and I log in and then I go to go fill my water and stuff and I just jam out to the Endwalker trailer music that plays. I think this is the largest... Oh, never mind. So 35 is the largest queue we've had on stream, I think. Let me make sure I'm aligned. It feels like it's leaning ever so slightly. Yeah. Ah yes, here we are. Try to plug my phone in, because Spook might have to message me at some point. Ugh. Phone is dying. Go. Righto. Echoes of a fallen star. Can we thus uncover Elidibus's true origins? We may yet come to understand his designs, and to that end, Ystrola must needs be afforded as much time as she doth require to complete her investigation. To the extent such things are within our control, yes. Speaking of which, perhaps we might trouble the Exarch for news of his progress within the Spirit Vessel. Sorry. You will no doubt wish to hear of our own discoveries as well, such as they are. Back we go. Oh, I get a cutscene! I ended the stream right before a cutscene for me. That means I finished the patch, right? Because these are all the patches. Oh god, is he going to be here again? Oh.
Dare I ask what's going on?
Ah, excellent timing. For me, in any case. We have a problem. The vast majority of those gathered here are presently in the employ of the Guard or else one of the facets, and no longer wish to be so. In principle, all are free to change vocation at any time, but a city does require a certain number of people in these positions if it is to continue to function. For the moment, I have asked them to postpone their resignation until such time as replacements can be found. As you may have surmised, we have the Warrior of Light to thank for this.
People want to go be heroes.
It's you! The Warrior of Darkness!
Hi.
You understand, don't you? Someone's going to have to look after this place once you're gone. We just want to be ready to do our bit when the time comes.
By leaving?
And not only here, but everywhere.
Ah.
Which is why we've got to get out there and lend a hand to those in need. That's what you did, isn't it? Even if it was just little things at the start. You helped people.
Well, yes, but...
And we're trying to do the same. We may have our sky back, but there's no shortage of people who still need help.
Is it me? Is it me?
If we follow in your footsteps, then I choose to believe we too can be heroes one day. Even warriors of light.
Hmm.
What are we to say to that? We can hardly tell them they are mistaken. They seek but to do good, as you have.
Yeah, like, wanting to go help people is a good thing, but we know that it's being instigated by someone who has ulterior motives.
But no more can we stand idly by and suffer a paragon's scheme to proceed unchallenged.
Hmm? Oh. That doesn't seem good.
What's happening to the sky?
Oh, good, it's the apocalypse.
Wicked White. Oh no.
By the 12.
A star shower.
I hear a voice.
Oh.
You and all? And why does it feel like it's inside my head?
Hear? Feel? Think? I hear it.
Me too.
Did I not tell you, my friends? You are warriors of light!
Hmm. He's back again.
You're back!
Huh? What? And just like that, it stops.
What you hear is the voice of light itself, and it has blessed you with its power. Welcome to the fold!
I'm a warrior of light.
I've been chosen?
Can it be?
Me, a hero.
This whole thing stinks. whole thing is suspicious.
Wait! The falling stars, were they your doing? And why do you need warriors of light?
What, am I to reveal my plans simply because you asked?
I mean, he makes a good point, but also sometimes there are villains who are literally just like, you never asked. So it's like, you can't win. You can't win.
Nay, I think not. Though the stars, I acknowledge mine. A convenient illusion apt to awaken what little is left of the power that once resided in your sundered souls. That which you and yours call the echo. And an echo it is, of a symphony, but a fraction of what men in their completeness once possessed. Even those among you who tower over others in the gift have only the faintest trace of it. But though sundered and forgotten through death and mocking rebirth, it has persisted. A whisper of our past, burned into your very ether, along with the sight of our end. Through the rekindling of memory, I have awoken the ability, just as Heidelin is wont to do when she has need of new minions.
The Echo hath ever been thought a gift from Heidelin, a boon granted solely to her chosen. Yet thou wouldst claim she merely awakeneth the power that men should hearken unto. Her voice. Given the perceived simultaneity of her call and the awakening of her chosen's capacity to hear it, it is only natural that we thus attributed the source of the gift. Yet if, in truth, the echo is a prerequisite for hearing her voice...
Love the word prerequisite. Never knew it before I started playing D&D, and now it's just in daily, just regular use.
One might surmise that her call never ceaseth, such that all who awaken to their innate gift might receive of the blessing of light at the self-same instant. In sooth, we bore witness to this but moments ago. At the sight of the star shower, full many in the crowd did speak of hearing a voice in their minds, did they not?
Interesting. Don't clap.
Just so. And whenever Heidelin has need of new servants, she is quick to pluck comets from the heavens or create illusions of the same.
Why then didst thou conjure this vision, full knowing that thine age-old foe would thus claim those awakened to the gift?
Foe? You must be mistaken. As you see, I am a warrior of light. And together with my comrades in arms, I shall save the world. Just like you.
Is it as simple as he's just gonna try again? Is it that? Is he just gonna try and repeat history of just, like, cause an imbalance again? After we worked so hard to get everything balanced? No, I don't know. Remains to be seen. Some people are quite stubborn. Oh, I wouldn't know anything about that. The more Libdus reveals, the less I understand, but he has made a fine mess of things as plain. Oh, another one. He's gone then. Managed to persuade a number of our would-be deserters to reconsider or at least delay their departure, but many are deaf to my entreaties. Young Thaler and Von Ard amongst them, I'm sorry to say, they've quit the guard. Nevertheless, I wish them well. However, Elidibus's plans for them might be, the pair have only ever had the best of intentions. One can hardly blame them for thinking themselves hero-elect, not after being blessed with the Echo, and it's not as if they haven't shown the requisite spirit. Quite agree, though the impetus, sorry, this is how they pronounce it, impetus, for their sudden departure may have been words falsely spoken. The men and women in whose footsteps they would follow are heroes in truth, warriors of light, I'd bet yourself most of all. Aww. So I'd ask a favour of you, speak with them ere they embark on their journey, and furnish with them what wisdom you can. They've set off for the Amaro launch, but you would still be able to catch them if you leave now. Worth the effort, I'd say. If I recall correctly, the Elder Seer took the time to usher you out into the wider world many moons ago. Oh, that was so long ago! I think the comparison rather flatters Zayla and Von Ard, but the point still stands. They would doubtless be greatly encouraged were the Warrior of Darkness herself to see them off. Thou art willing, I prithee thee go. Thou mayest safely leave the task of unfolding that which did transpire at Amnesis to us. Also having a cutscene. You again? I mean, it's you, milady. Sorry, it's been a funny old day. Oh my gosh, look at them. They've changed out their guard uniform. You can be sure we'll take those words to heart. I still can't believe it. You coming all this way to speak to us? I swear we won't let you down. So long as it helps someone, we'll do what needs doing out there, no matter how small. And when larger threats loom, we'll be ready to face them. See if we aren't. The path shall ever be revealed to those who are true of heart. We'll be off then. Farewell, Warrior of Darkness, and thank you. What a strange feeling. Godspeed, I guess. Hi, Core. Thank you for making the effort. I'm certain your words will be a boon to them. While you were away, the others told me of your investigation. We have yet to discuss how to proceed, however. I made a cup of tea, despite it being like 24 degrees. While you're finding an amnesis and do raise important questions as to the identity of our adversary, we are no closer to discerning his design, nor do I know of any other potential avenue of investigation. which reason we must needs trust to Yshtarla's ingenuity and wait for our efforts to revive the Ancient's device to bear fruit. I has... synonym. Right. That took me a second. I've never seen it written like that, but I know what you're referring to. Synonym! Blue juice! One eggy. What if I were to attempt to follow the emissary? Elusive as he is, his plan compels him to court public attention. He shouldn't be impossible to find. Especially for one of your experience, does seem worth the attempt. I'll come with you, safety in numbers. Go. In combat, perhaps, but where stealth is required, the opposite is true. Happily, I don't plan on getting myself caught, so no need to worry. Nor do we intend to vanish for moons on end. We still have the empty to attend to, don't we? Aww. Aww. Pat, pat. I look forward to your return. Sounds like the rest of us should avoid doing anything which might prompt Elidibus to look too closely at our movements. Insofar as it's possible, I recommend we limit our activities to the Crystarium. Speaking of which, Exarch, might I ask if you made any progress with the spirit vessel? Of course. We're presently studying the principles underpinning memory transference, and I believe nearing the requisite level of understanding. Less hearteningly, practical trials of transference methods suited for use with the vessel have yet to yield satisfactory results, to put it mildly. There are still many promising possibilities we have yet to test. Indeed, though it may take some time, we are well on our way to a solution. I shall not rest until one is found. Though we are all grateful for thine unstinting. Where do you get them from, Oriange? Thou needs not labour to the exclusion of all else. It would serve to lighten thy burden, however little I should gladly offer my assistance. Quite. I, for my part, will do what I can to ensure the Crystarium continues to run smoothly in spite of recent disruptions. Perhaps I could help. There must be something I can do, even if it's just guard duty. Thank you, all of you. I shall breathe easier for your assistance. Of course, on the evidence of recent past, it will not be long before some new crisis arrives to throw our plans in disarray, at which time your services will be in particular demand. That being the case, perhaps you might take this opportunity to retire to your suite at the Pendants? This was probably the end of the patch. This was probably the end of the patch. As always. Is this gonna be a meanwhile, do we think? Oh, there's no friend there. Oh damn, we got that fancy water cutscene. It's just Mariol, it's Glenard from the Wandering Stairs. I apologise for calling so late. Huh? A friend of yours was asking after you. You may remember them from that business with the cardinal virtues. Really? Hi, bud! Ah! Hello! What charming accommodations. Friend! It's my buddy! I had to come dine at the Wandering Stairs, you see, when I spied a considerable gathering of locals, and then the sky caught fire, and well... You just know what it all means. Anything you'd care to share with a friend? Bruh! Bruh! That's so sweet that they bring them back. That is alarming, to say the least. Question for people in chat, I genuinely want to know. Is this cutscene different depending on how many of these quests you did, or does it, like, pick one? Because I obviously I only did this one because this is the DPS one. If you do them all, do all of them turn up, or do they just pick a random person? I believe you get the first one or all of them. I want to look that up. I want to know if all of them turn up. Like, the moment he turned up, I gathered that it would be, if you did one, you get the one you did. I want to know what happens if you do... It's based on the class that you are at the moment. Oh, okay. Yeah, because, I mean, this is the melee DPS guy, because I did the melee DPS one. Shock and horror. That's neat. It's also very funny because he's never seen me in Dragoon gear because I did the entire quest as ninja. So I'm just imagining the comes around and is like, oh, you look different. It's all well and good that others have come to appreciate the warriors of light, but we cannot allow this charlatan to exploit their legacy, so... Yes, why not? We shall reform the indomitable duo that is Reek and Exa and put an end to his shenanigans. I don't think it's gonna be the apple. The apple rolling across the table. That's very kind of you. You're so sweet. It's not gonna be that easy. Love him. Pat, pat. Yes, I know. No need to say it. You've no intention of involving me. I'm stupid, but I'm not naive. You're the better hunter and the better person besides. I'm reminded of Renda Ray. Though that's hardly a surprise, is it? For her sake, for all of theirs, show this pretender what it truly means to be a hero. Oh, I will. His tail is so short. It's so cute. Look how short it is in comparison to mine. He's got such a short tail. That was a really sweet cutscene. Meanwhile... Oh. No. Oh dear.
Foiled again. If I cannot imbue the infernal thing with my power via magical means, we may need to devise a way to infuse the vessel with my blood after all.
Uh-oh.
Art thou unwell?
I did wonder when this was going to get brought up.
Or perhaps a brief respite? It wouldn't do to overtax yourself.
I did wonder when they were going to bring up the whole crystallizing thing. Kind of just skipped over it a bit.
I'm fine. And given to stubbornness, I'm afraid. Especially when I have a stake in the outcome.
Looks at each other. Uh-oh. Well, it's unusual to see you walking around so unarmored. Coat looks sick, not gonna lie. It's a good look. It's a good look for you. Definitely plays into the I'm the villain. It's very cool. Wait, is that it? We don't get anything else from that? Okay. Oh no, okay. There we are. What to say?
The dream again.
You dreaming, huh? That was your dream? Interesting. Oh my god, fucking look at this. Look at this! The style, the poise.
A recurring dream. They do so fascinate me. Might I trouble you for the details?
I have always dreamed of it. Fire falling from the heavens, and the city, nay, the whole world ablaze.
The style, the pose, the bitch. It's them! B-I-T-C-H. You know I am that bitch. God, it is definitely in the villain that you love to hate. Of like, yes, I love them. I'm going to kick his head in. I love him so much. You fucking piece of shit.
Indeed. Could Emmett Selk have found a way? Precious few possess memories of the final days.
Mmm.
The final days.
Why, yes. Admittedly, my knowledge is mostly second-hand, but if you are interested, I will gladly tell you the tale. The tale of the world's end.
Interesting. Next patch. Well, could always use more heroes. Where will we be venturing forth today? Do be sure to take care of so, though they say the star shower was harmless, no one can never be too careful. I concede it's not for me to tell the Warrior of Darkness how to look after herself. Old habits, you understand. I need to pull the curtain back. It's blowing all over the room. Ah, Exa, how very opportune. Hello. Greetings, my friend. Do you perchance have a moment to spare? Wonderful, wonderful. I want to thank you, you see, for revealing to us the truth of the Warriors of Light. After all these years, your tale set the record straight. Finally, the people see them as great heroes they were. Or the great hero he is, in the case of Ardbert. You too were surprised to see him, I think. Just a bit, yeah. Now, of course, we have to have a recap now, because this would have been after a couple of months, wouldn't it? At the time, I was not certain what to make of it all, but I could see the effects his words had on those around me. Then the stars rained down from the sky, and, well, you know the rest. When the commotion died down, you were nowhere to be seen, but I was determined to express my gratitude, and so here I am. Thank you, Hexa, for giving voice to the truth and restoring the Warriors of Light to their rightful place in history. Should you perhaps wish to have your account of these matters committed to writing, I would be more than willing to serve as your scribe. Indeed, if there is anything I can do to help, anything at all, you can only say the word. What's the situation like in the city? Situation in the city? You mean the people awakening as Warriors of Light? Well, questions remain about the circumstances surrounding Arbert's return. History tells us what took place may not be entirely unprecedented. Ah, but to understand that requires an understanding of Warriors of Light in a rather Brandict context? Uh-huh. If it please you, I should be glad to provide an overview. I flatter myself that it may grant you a better grasp of that which is occurring, not only in the Crystarium, but in the world at large. Excellent. I shall return to the cabinet at once and look at the relevant text. Pray join me at your earliest convenience. Story time. No rest for the righteous, it would seem. Don't let me keep you, miss. I bid you a pleasant day. Off we go. Ah, Exa, excellent timing. I have but this moment finished gathering the materials for our lesson. As a great many works have referenced the Warriors of Light, I shall, with your permission, focus only upon the details that seem most relevant. Oh! The kids are here! Warriors of Light, you say? Forgive us, but we couldn't help overhearing. We've been out keeping watch over the Crystarium, but it appears to be business as usual. So I thought I'd spend some time brushing up on my knowledge of familiars, and Alphino volunteered to help. I actually came on a different errand, but I'd be interested in hearing about the Warriors of Light as well. May I join you? Always, sweetie. Of course, the more the merrier. if you'd care to find a table below, I shall be down with the books in a moment. We want to pore over the annals of Vrantic history. One would note that comparatively frequent recurrence of individuals hailed as warriors of light. Ardbett and his comrades require no introduction, but many others bore the epithet long before them. To name but a few, there was Tol the Will, legendary first king of Lakeland, Rodfoot, and Saulard, the fabled Dran and Galdant hero of Voba. And no list of Vrandic heroes would be complete without the Archmaid Tiuna of Ronka. In older texts, she too was called a warrior of light. We did know that one, because we found her tomb. It surprises me how ready people were to forget the negative associations of the title, but it makes sense if it's been around for centuries. Verily, in ages past, it was more of a synonym for hero. Cinnamon! In the wake of the flood, however, light came to be regarded with fear, the title used to not to exalt but to revile. Far cry from its beginnings. Yo, that's some cool art. That's very old school. I don't remember the name of the artist, but it's very reminiscent of, like, the OG Final Fantasy art. Like, literally Final Fantasy 1. Very reminiscent. Yoshitaka Amano. I had to look it up, it was bothering me. Very reminiscent of their art. I don't think they are the one who did this. But it's very reminiscent of that. Another callback. There are no original ideas in this game. Man. Very cool. I have that on a shirt. Sick. This, my friends, is Norvrom's oldest epic, the original tale of the struggle between good and evil. In a time when all lay shrouded in darkness, a prophesized hero rose to deliver the world from its doom. Fighting in the name of the light, the hero styled himself as a foot soldier, and thus he came to be known as the Warrior of Light. See, now I need to play Final Fantasy 1 and be like... Eh? Curiously, in the centuries that followed, other heroes appeared who claimed the selfsame epithet, despite showing no discernible connection with their predecessors. In the time, the Warrior of Light came to be a name accorded all men and women of uncommon skill and valor. Also, Spook appears to be home early. Well, well, the plot thickens. As you know, the title Warrior of Light is also used in the source. Yep. Though the manners in which individuals have earned it are many and varied, heroes have been honoured thus since antiquity. Nor does the custom show any sign of dying out, as you can well attest. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Surely can't be a coincidence. Indeed not. Let us imagine a man who has awakened the echoes, able to hear Heidelind's voice. She styles him so too does he style himself a warrior of light. Of course, being blessed with the Echo does not in and of itself make one a hero, and conversely, there have been no few heroes who were not blessed with it. Such distinctions are immaterial to the masses, but over time they came to use the title Warrior of Light and the word hero interchangeably. Sounds about right. It would be interesting to see if the theory holds true. In other words, if crossing the rift were that easy... What's in a name? The first one. Heidelin did call me a warrior of light. I guess she's the one who comes up with the name. And she's the one who spread it. I've never heard her voice myself. I can feel her presence, perhaps through Minfilia. At any rate, assuming all of this is true and there is a common thread behind the epithet, I doubt the Ascians will have been amused. To have the world at large associate light, and by extension Heidelin, with good must have added insult to injury. Yes. Light is always considered the good one. While this discussion is undeniably fascinating, I wonder, should I be privy to it? Mayhap it would be better if I excused myself? Oh, no need for that, my friend. Pray accept our apologies. Your lesson on the Warriors of Light has given us much to ponder. Oh, did someone say Warriors of Light? Ah! Oh, hello? Baby! Ricky Tio? Is that all? Ah, my precious tomes. Did I not say you must take care in the cabinet? You're so cute, holy shit! You too, Arkil. Ewe. Sorry, Mr. Morin. Aren't you? Hi. The Warrior of Darkness? Shit, she's so cute. Holy shit. Ah! My name is Ricky Dio and I want to help everyone. My god. Tell me what I have to do to be a hero, to be a warrior of light. Ah. So cute, what the fuck? What the fuck, they're so cute. Ah! Now I can only think about baby X. She's got a little nub. Oh no! That's so cute. Now I can just think about baby X now. I want to be a warrior of light, but not one that fights with a sword and all that. I want to be the kind that fights with potions and helps people. An apothecary. I drew a quick parallel between these kids and our grind crew, especially as one has similar hair colouring to me. I want to help everyone in the Crystarium. No, in all of Norvrand. When I told Arkil and Earwell this, they said that the cabinet should have lots of tomes about potions. But this place is so big, we don't have the faintest idea where to begin searching. At this rate, I'm not going to get anywhere. If one knew where to look, one should indeed be able to find treatises on potions here. Even so, I fear they may prove a little difficult for one so young. Esteemed Warrior of Darkness, perhaps you might accompany young Rikitio to Spiragix? I can never pronounce this word! Rather than through tomes, I believe she stands more to learn by observing the Chirurgeons at their work. Sounds like a plan. It seems we've finished here, so we'll come with you. That's when there's rotten egg. I'll have you know I'm really fast. You're gonna be the rotten egg. That's so cute. Have fun picking up all the books. Well now, to what do I owe the pleasure of so many bright-eyed visitors? Is that the way of it, sweetie? You wish to learn about medicine? Look, she's so tiny! She's so tiny in comparison to them! Yeah, I can't. What the hell? Why did they make them so cute? That's right, I want to become a warrior of light who uses potions to help people all over the world. That's a very noble endeavour, and you aren't alone in it. No few at our infirmary yearn to venture forth as warriors of light. Ultimately, they have all decided not to pursue that dream. Huh? Why? Because the people need them here too, sweetie. The guards who place themselves in harm's way keep us safe. The artisans who toil tirelessly that we might sustain our way of life. Younglings like you who are the future of Cristaria. They couldn't simply abandon them, you see. And so, difficult though it was, they made the decision to remain. Then, does that mean my dream isn't any good? Oh no! Oh, sweetie, yours is a wonderful dream, and it would be my pleasure to help you pursue it. If we all work hard, the day will come when our Chirurgeons may set forth to aid folk in every corner of the realm. As we strive towards that day, I hope that we can rely upon you as well. Though I must warn you, ours is not an easy path. No, you must work very, very hard. I'm not afraid to work hard. I'll become the best apothecary ever. Just you watch. That's the spirit. Without further ado, then, may I entrust you with a task? I've placed an order at FFXIV for a potion ingredient. I would like you to go and collect it. Oh, an ingredient? Leave it to me, miss. My, such an abundance of energy, though I can't help wonder if she'll be alright by herself. My apologies, would you mind accompanying her? When you arrive at FFXIV, speak with a woman named Grishi. She will point you in the right direction. I shall join you as the one who suggested this course to Rictio, our sister in her first steps. What are the two of you? Are you coming along? Well, we do want to become warriors of light, but just not the same kind as Riki. So, we'll wait for you here, Warrior Darkness. When you return, please teach us how to fight. I see what you mean about the hair. In that case, Rin and I shall keep them company and take the opportunity to ask about their aspirations. Yay! I got frickin' lost in the Crystarium. Yes, it's always that way with the big cities. That's why they put the Aethernet in. Oh, all the way over there, huh? That's unexpected. Not really been to this part of the city before. Oh my god, look at that. Alfie keeping an eye on her. Are these small enough? Aww. Ah. If it isn't the Warrior of Darkness herself, may I assume you are with Master Alpha now? Right, lest you wonder, Shizamil's order is for grapes. As busy as we've been of late, however, I regret to say we didn't have the time to harvest them. So it was with apologies that I've asked Alphino and his young companion to help themselves to the fruits on the vine. Perhaps you could lend them a hand? It's the undersized grapes you want to pick. They're too small for normal consumption, but suitable for making wine and medicine. How dare you! Behold. Behold, grape. 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 Behold. I am grape. And so I have ascended into my most powerful form. Polygonal grapes. Alright, Alfie. Harvested all the undersized grapes I could find here. How goes the picking effort? You're here too? We're picking little grapes. It's quite fun. Wow, you picked this many already? Amazing. I dare say we'll have enough between us. Shall we take them back to Shazamil? I can't wait to see what she's going to do with them. Tell me, Reek, what made you want to become an apothecary and warrior of light? Why, well, a while ago I felt really sick. My body was burning up and I felt so weak I couldn't even get out of bed. A travelling apothecary came and gave me a potion to drink, and it was the foulest thing I ever tasted, but it made me better. She was so brave, the apothecary, I mean. She went around taking care of people even when it was dangerous, and I decided I wanted to help people just like her. So I started brewing potions out of grass and giving them to my friends, but I don't really know what I was doing, or if there was anything else I could do. And then not long ago, a neighbor told me he was going to become a warrior of light and go traveling the world and help people. And I thought, that's the same as what I want to do. I see. Out of curiosity, what did your neighbor do in the end? Thaler? Oh my... Oh. I haven't seen him for a bit, so he must already be out there looking for people to help. Thaler, one of the guards awakened by the star shower. Thank you for sharing your tale with us, Riki Tio. I myself took inspiration from one not unlike your travelling apothecary, and I hope her good example will spur you on to realise your dreams. So, but it will not be done in a day. Such lofty goals are reached through hard work and persistence, through countless little acts of heroism, like delivering the grapes to Shazamil. Aww. It would seem I've been labouring under a misapprehension. I convinced myself it was Elidibus who had sowed the desire to become warriors of light within the hearts of people. But I see now the impulse to aid their fellow man abided within them from the first. Elidibus did no more than give it a name. And as he so kindly proclaimed, we must return to our own world ere long. With the exile labouring tirelessly, I doubt not that a way will be found. Yet I believe I speak for us all when I say I cannot leave in good conscience, not until we have dealt with Elidibus. Yes, it's worrying. This is no longer a strange and distant land after all. Northrend has become a home to us, and her people are our own. Let us return to Spiragnitz. I would not like to keep your admirers waiting. Oh, I've been yawning so much this entire time. Minstrel from another mother, huh? By the time you hear this. So that's going to be the EX trials, huh? That's always what the Wandering Minstrel is. So just keep walking. Here we are. My thanks for your help, kind sweetie. Now we have all the ingredients we require. From the grapes we shall make a vinegar, from which we will add elf grass and a few other herbs to produce an invigorating syrup. Though it's unspeakably sour, it does wonders for the constitution. As part of our studies, I may just have to ask Ratio a little taste. Yeah. Heroic dreams. Warrior of Darkness, if you finish helping Riki, won't you show us some fighting? Not play fighting, but honest to God's fighting. We already have some enemies that you can deal with. Vampire bats. The guards say they become a pest around the Crystarium of late. We tried to sneak outside to hunt them, but the guards caught us and sent us home. They shouldn't mind if you were doing the fighting and we're just watching. Shift. I'm sitting. Children told us as much while you were away, and in preparation, Shizmael kindly furnished us with some lures for the bats. While the creatures won't give you any sport, bear in mind that the young ones will be watching. That is to say, put on a good show, yes? Right, let's head outside at once. Everyone follow me. Alize! Wait, come on, children. Everyone here? Good. Let's get started, shall we? As the name suggests, vampire bats feed on blood, and originally being nocturnal creatures, they've grown more active with the return of night and becoming a nuisance. To draw them out, we'll use Shezmiel's laws, which work by exploiting their heat-seeking behaviour. The bats are wont to nest under the eaves, so you're likely to attract more if you place the lures near buildings. I have 6 lures, 3 for you and me. 3 each for you and me. As proof of a successful kill, I want you to gather up their fangs. Whoever collects the most is the winner. Oh, you're hunting too? Yes, well, there's nothing like friendly competition to bring out the best in Exa. Anyway, while we hunt bats, the 2 of you are to stay with Rin. She's really strong too and will keep you safe. Without further ado, let the contest begin. I love that my little puppy ran over to Rin. It's like... Ruff, 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 ruff. Yeah. Oh, there's a bunch of places that you can go to do this. Kind of love this scene coming up. It's cute. Oh my god, we've had so much cute already. I don't trust when the game gives us a bunch of sweet things because it has to be balanced out. You know how this goes. These guys remind me of the, like, wicker bears from that one zone in WoW. There we go. Why is that one so purple? See that? Why is that star so purple? Well, Flexa, the children were hanging on your every move. As was I, to be honest, though I know the tally. May I see your fangs for good measure? Yee. Apologies for the wait. My fangs, not a bad haul, if I do say so myself. Five, six, seven. 7 fangs from Alize. Which means we have a draw. Exa also collected 7 fangs. Aw, why does that feel worse than losing? Just another measly fang and a victory would have been mine. Why you gotta be so competitive, darling? Don't look so surprised. I have no intention of remaining lost in your wake forever, you know. You're so competitive. So, children, you've now seen the Warrior of Darkness in action. What are your impressions? She's incredible, miss. The bats were down before they knew it. Our guards were strong, but the Warrior of Darkness is much, much stronger. We want to be just like her. Good. If you're looking for an example to emulate, you may as well pick the best. I want you to remember how you felt when you watched Exa and train hard. Keep at it for long enough and you'll be strong too. If you don't mind telling us, when did you decide that you wanted to become Warriors of Light? Well, we were there listening with everyone when Arbet appeared, but we've wanted to be strong since before I came to the Crystarium. Sidious killed my father and my sister, see, and I promised myself I'd learn how to protect people one day. Like Arbet said, this is our home. We're the ones who have to protect it. We're the ones who have to rise up as new Warriors of Light. And what about you, Arkil? Me? To be honest, I'm still not sure what I want to do. But if my friends were in trouble, I know I would want to help them. And I want to go on adventures with them, to see the world together. That's a wonderful goal. You really think so? It's hard to explain, but it's something I felt when I saw the star shower the other day. I felt as though there was something I'd lost and that I had to go out there and find it. Interesting. That's weird. Well, for the both of you, there's nothing for it but to train. When we return to the city, I'll teach you some exercises that you can do by yourselves. Thanks for showing us your fighting skills, Warrior of Darkness. We'll never forget it. I understand how Arkil feels. Star Shower didn't awaken me to Heidelin's voice, but that vision of the final days of Amarok burning filled me with sadness to the very pit of my being. Things I once knew, people I once loved, promises I once made. It felt as though long-forgotten memories were dancing at the edges of my mind, but when I tried to focus on them, they simply fade away. An effect of having a fractured soul, I shouldn't doubt. But lest you worry, I am perfectly happy to remain fractured, and I have no intention of donning an Ascian mask. I wish you knew what Elibidus was plotting. Yeah, but look at this pair of incurable brooders. If we're going to stand around lost in thought, we might as well do it back in the city. Rest assured, Ren and I will take the children from here. Their heads will be in the clouds after meeting you, but we'll need to see their feet remain firmly planted on the ground. Uh-oh. Ugh. Nothing. Just a dizzy spell. Seems I tried a little too hard to beat you. I'm fine now, so not to worry. I'll see you soon. Oh, dear. Ugh. Get them back. As you ponder Alize's words, you are taken by an urge to revisit the scene of that fateful meeting. Speaking of brooding, we're about to go up and brood a little bit. Oh, it's over here. Oh, I probably could have come here from the front door. Oh well. Gotta climb up the stairs again. I wondered if he'd turn up. Oh, hello. You seem surprised.
Was it you who called me here?
Oh, you seem surprised that you're here. Oh. Oh. On behalf of the convocation, I bid you welcome to our order. At times you will stand with us, at times you will stand against us, all that you might steer mankind and Varustar on their true course. Yours is the seat of Elidibus, the emissary, and it is by this name shall your every action be guided. Oh! Memory from an Ascian, huh?
So you peered into my memories. No matter. You will have found little of import. But I see you intended to summon me here no more than I intended to come. The fault is mine. Such is the burden of hope.
Give back the body. When must you embroil the people in your plans? What are you plotting? Give them body. That's my friend. Give them back.
What fool would relinquish his weapon on the eve of battle? That which I do is no different from that which you have done so many times, Warrior of Darkness. I arm myself, I hone my skills, I make ready to vanquish my enemy. You. You who have murdered my brothers, who have taken their selfless labors in service to the one true world and turned them to ash.
I mean, yeah, I did do that.
I see you for what you are. You are death, and only in death shall you serve any purpose. The convocation charged me to steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. As Elidibus, it is my duty, and I shall see it done. I will strike you down. Destroy you body and soul. All else must wait. Ere long I will come for you, Warrior of Darkness, and I will save the world. One last matter.
Megalo Strike Back plays. God, Megalo Strike Back is such a good track, though.
I bore witness to your final struggle with Emmet Selk. It seemed as if he saw something familiar in you. As if he mistook you for another.
Thelodious called me his new old friend. Sure, let's name drop. Sure. I'll name drop. My instinct there was to stay silent, but sure, I'll name drop.
I recall not of whom he spoke. Mayhap I never knew you. Or mayhap it is another fragment lost.
Ah, I wasn't aware you already had a guest. If the conversation is constructive, I shall not intrude.
Hi, bud. Hello, friend. Oh my, you're very glowy at the moment.
But if you seek to stir up trouble, Elidibus, then I must insist you leave at once.
What the fuck?
Though you lack her blessing, your soul is surprisingly dense.
You fucking sack shit. I'm gonna get you for that. You okay?
Worry not. I seem to be unharmed.
What did you do? Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Oh, this. This is my own doing. The consequence of my recent exertions.
What did he do?
It is the tower's way of compensating me for the demands I have placed on it. Rest assured, it is no great inconvenience at present. Indeed, I told Beck Lug as much, but they would not be persuaded and sent me away to rest. No need to make a fuss. Strange as it may sound, I consider it something of a badge of honor. One of the brave souls who saw me delivered unto the first once said that the world shall ever have a place for tales of heroism, so long as we have need of inspiration in our lives.
Is it a curse? I don't know. We may not find out for a while. One of those things that's probably going to pay off later, and it's like, remember when I hit you with this thing? Mwahaha, and I'm going to be like, you fucking piece of shit.
Though he and his fellows had no way of knowing whether their mad scheme would amount to anything, they knew that the attempt alone would inspire hope. Or so they hoped. A more optimistic lot one would be hard-pressed to find.
I can explain if you'd like. If it's one of you have the info for it. I mean, yeah.
They said they would find a means to save our God's forsaken world, just as soon as they had sent me on my way. Said it with such confidence that, for a fleeting moment, I half believed them.
Oh.
Such faith, such courage in the face of unrelenting despair. For a long time, it was more than I could bear to remember them. But having come this far, having sent full many on their way myself, I see things more clearly. To take action is to hope. To believe, to choose to believe, is to take the first step towards a brighter future.
Oh, love him.
And why do I tell you this? Because I want you to indulge me in a little recklessness.
Already survived one calamity. His soul is the closest to yours in durability and resilience because he kind of is like how you are bet from the Pistorian. It makes him more Oh, I see. I see. Because of everything he's been through. Right. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Needless to say, I have a plan. And when all is said and done, I will ask yet another favor of you.
Power word kill. Nuh-uh. Fuck you mean, nuh-uh? A counterspell.
You're both here. Oh, thank goodness.
Oh no, what's happening?
What's wrong?
It's Thancred. He's collapsed.
Oh no! Spent too long here. And now it's fucking raining. Fate seemed determined not to allow us a quiet moment, but come, let us have the details from Rin. A croissant! I haven't had a croissant in ages. I don't need this. Oh dear. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Dearie, dearie me. Japanese people sure make games, they sure do. It happened after Alizania and I saw the children back to Spiragix. We went to meet Thancred there returning from his mission. Been shadowing Elidibus around the realm, only to lose sight of him near the Crystarium. That's because he was here. There's a Ninetales in chat. He was in the middle of telling us where he'd been when he just crumpled to the ground. The Kyojins are looking at him now, but Alphinaud was standing by just in case his healing magics are needed. Since I couldn't do anything to help, I thought it best to find you, and the guard at the Exadra told me to look where to look. I see. I cannot have been easy leaving Thancred's side. My thanks for bearing the word to us. Let us hurry to Spyragix. It's fucking raining. Yes, go on. He's a canary for Aether shenanigans! It's so true. Not even Aether stuff, just in general. It's like, if something bad's gonna happen, it's gonna happen to Thancred. Just poor guy. He'll either drop last or first. Yeah, right? That's what happens when evil bread possesses you. Wow. Yep, that's what happened. That's what happened. I love the capitalization in that sentence. Hi, Buzz. Thank you for the flowers. They dragged you here too, did they? My apologies. How do you feel? Embarrassed, but otherwise well enough. I won't be staying overnight. This episode was not the result of any injury I could find. Thancred's Aether, however, did show signs of instability, and I did what I could to calm the fluctuations. And all this happened without warning. Bye, Hope! Thanks for chilling. Not exactly. Atlas recalled the time Iriange nearly drowned, and I gallantly went to his rescue. When his water-walking charm failed, he was tired, as were you when you got back. We were both spent, yes, on account of which you begged us to rest, which in retrospect may have been a good idea. The fact is, I've been experiencing regular bouts of lightheadedness ever since, but there was no actual fainting until now. As Alphinaud observed, I have no lingering injuries, but it most assuredly is an old age, which leaves only one likely cause. The link between body and soul has weakened further. Time grows short, we must complete the spirit vessel with all haste. To that end, Exa, might I trouble you to take a trip to the source? In addition to looking in on our friends' bodies, I would have you consult Kryl about our plan. If she has any concerns, we should at least endeavour to address them prior to proceeding. Okay. In the meantime, we should get back to laying bare Elidibus's plot. Thus far, I've learned this much, in that each of the places he has visited, there have been sightings of suspicious black-clad strangers. Moreover, the coming of these shady individuals has invariably coincided with some manner of misfortune, beasts terrorizing settlements, blight ravaging crops, you know, that sort of thing. All of which serves rather conveniently to make Elidibus's call for new heroes reverberate that much more loudly in the hearts of his audience. Do you think these black-clad strangers are Ascians? I do, and I fully intend to investigate further, though for that I require additional feet on the ground. You can count on mine. God knows I've been itching to get out there for a while. This is going to end so badly. You guys are literally going to be in the middle of something and you're going to pass out. Mayhap Iriange too can be prevailed upon to join your efforts. He's already provided copious guidance on the matter of the spirit vessel's construction. It is for Vikalig and I to wrestle with the rest. Well, you can spare the old boy. We may as well make some use of him. I'll go and give him the good news. I'll do no such thing. However heedless you are of your own well-being, if you care for Rin's feelings, you'll stay in bed until you're needed. Alphinaud and I will find Iriange. Ha 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 ha! The blackmail! Yes. All being well, we have news to share by the time we return. Safe travels, Exa. Back home we go. I figured that it just spits us out here in this, like, tunnel. Madonna! Oh, I have a letter, right. I keep forgetting to grab my chocoper. Or however you pronounce it. Chocoper. I get this now. Wind up Porom, or is it a wind up Palom? I actually get that now. And the phrase Valgar. Now I've got the choker, or however it is. I don't know. This guy! Oh my god, look at it. Astounding. Why does it screech like that? Ah! Oh, yeah. So many minis. Tataru! Excellent, excellent. I mean, awful timing. Oh. You see, our friends, they've taken a turn for the worse. Carl's hardly had a moment of rest these last few days. No. Oh, no. She didn't want everyone to worry, so I've been keeping it quiet. Oh, listen to me. I can't call myself a receptionist. I haven't even bothered to ask why you're here. They think the spirit vessel will be ready soon, and they want to make sure there are no problems at this end. You better talk to Kryl. She'll be the others in Dawn's respite. Let's go and see her. Just prepare yourself, alright? Oh, God.
Excuse us.
Cryo? Why's the room so dark?
This way.
Oof. Oof. Oh god, seeing them all in the same place like that doesn't feel good.
I would rather you hadn't seen this.
I'm sorry. We have urgent tidings.
Oh, no, I'm not angry with you. On the contrary, I know full well how hard everyone has been searching for a way to return home. And I had hoped to afford you the time you needed. But given our friend's present state, perhaps it was for the best that you came. Stiff and cold, all of them. As if they were made of wax. Barely alive at all. And they had been doing so well. Save for occasional signs of etheric instability, they appeared to be in passable health. Then, quite without warning, things took a turn for the worse. A change for which even Master Matoya could offer no explanation. She could only remind me that the soul is yet an unknown frontier, and that much and more lies beyond our ken. But let's not lose heart just yet. At times like these, it is all the more important that we remain positive.
I don't know, when you're in a game like this, in, you know, all the stuff that's been happening, when it's like, oh, it's such a dramatic change that came out of nowhere, it just kind of makes you think, well, that's been caused by something or someone.
Why? I but this moment succeeded in quelling a fluctuation in Thancred's ether. And while the others have weakened, they have remained relatively stable. I believe I may leave my post for a moment. So come, let me hear your tale outside.
News from the first. I see. Work on the spirit vessel proceeds apace, but our friends begin to falter. As they themselves have observed, the link between body and soul has weakened. It's as simple as that. For now, I'm still able to quell the fluctuations in their aether, but it's only a matter of time. We'll lose them if we don't act soon, so if the Exarch is ready to attempt something, let him attempt it. As for the spirit vessel himself, if we seek to draw upon Allagan wisdom, we could do worse than consult an expert in the field. I think I know just the man. Time being against us, it may be best if I go and solicit his aid in person, even if it does mean leaving my patients. I don't need it for Dragoon because all of my Dragoon stuff is 500, so I need this for Ninja, which is striking? God damn it, I can never remember this. Tell it's the first thing that comes up. Fending, maiming, striking. Maiming is Dragoon, offending is tank, striking is monk, samurai. Well, I don't need Dragoon stuff, because Case ordered that, and I don't need tank stuff, so I guess I'm going for striking. Complete set of Crystarium armor suited for striking. Well, whenever I get my Samurai up to 80, it's got equipment waiting for it. I haven't been leveling Samurai, but it's one of my higher level ones. Tasha is a favour to ask. Exit, could you spare a moment while Kral goes and finds this expert of hers, I mean? There's a gift I was hoping to send to our friends in the first, you see, and since we might be waiting a while, I wondered if you wouldn't mind giving me a hand with it. My first attempt turned out so well, so now I'm going to make it properly. I'll be in the kitchen in the House of Splendors. Meet me there. Oh, I'd better be off too. I shall see you soon, either here or at the house, depending on how our patients fare in my absence. Hello, Griff. Pat, pat. I never ride on my Griff. There he is. I never ride on him. Oh, we're going up, are we? Ooh, he's got a very fast run animation. Obviously the speed is the same, but the animation itself makes it look like he's going fast. Oh my god, look at this chef's outfit! Her hat's still red with a chocobo feather in it. That's so cute. Hey, Alexa. As you saw, I guess the gift is a bit of home cooking. Unlike Kral, I can't do much to help our friends directly, but that doesn't mean I've been idle. I've been doing my best for the Order, taking on this job so that keep our coffers full. I even helped out with the garden restoration. Oh my god, Tattery, you're literally the best. In the course of all this, my culinary skills have come on quite a bit, so I thought, why not make something for our friends? It's baking in the oven as we speak, shouldn't be long now. You're literally the best, Tatteru. There, baked to perfection, even if I do say so myself. Bread! It's bread. Your cake looks like bread. It smells great. Why are the options so mean? Doesn't it just... You're so rude. You're rude. You're so rude. How dare you? How dare you insult Tataru's cooking? I bet it's delicious. I like how the game is like, it's just bread. I'm like, what do you mean it's just bread? Fresh bread is like so good. It's called the Archon loaf, in case you're wondering, and it's what they eat over in Charlatan. Simple fare, I admit, but I thought it would remind our friends of home. If nothing else, Cryle tells me it's a good source of aether. So it should lend them a bit of strength, at least. There's truly nothing like the smell of bread fresh from the oven. Exactly, Kryol! Fresh baked bread is so good. If this isn't Rambros too. Rambros? Oh! I recognize you. I trust you know introductions are required. Yes, I recognize this person. Greetings, my friend. Full glad I am to see you well. It is the densest, most nutrient-packed bread ever. Good, they need it. Wah. It's freaking elven bread, or whatever it is. I confess I have a mom-long list of questions to ask you, but I will endeavour to contain my curiosity for the present. I understand our mutual friend is struggling with the application of certain elegant technologies. I've been keeping Rambros appraised of the events in the First. Suffice to say, he knows about the Exarch. If anyone alive can provide insight into this matter, it's him and his fellow sons. Loath as I am to disappoint you after so glowing an endorsement, memory transference was the sole province of Allagan royalty. Its mechanisms closely guarded secrets. If any record of them remains, we will have yet to find it. To which I regret I cannot offer no solution to your problem. Begs the question of why I bothered to come here empty-handed as I am, the answer being, rather brazenly, to ask a favour. I would have you relay a message to our comrade. Huh? Tell him that we never doubted him. Never doubted he would achieve all that he said he would. Those of us who remain behind have yet to play our part. When the time comes, we may rest easy in the knowledge that we will most assuredly do so. When the tower shall shine once more as a beacon of hope in this world and beyond. Aww. Tell him that we consider his duty done and that he should follow his heart. Forgive me, but do you say this to discourage him from overexerting himself, or to encourage him to hold nothing back? That is for our friend to decide, but either way, I dare say a certain someone will be unimpressed. Birthday balloons is Das's birthday. There you have it, Exa. If you'd be so good as to see Rambro's message and Tataru's bread to their intended recipients, along with my report, of course. Carl, before I wrap up the bread, would you mind giving it a try, just to make sure everything is as it should be? But of course, I'm always happy to lend my taste buds. Excuse me, Rambros, as a fellow Sharlayan, may I trouble you for your opinion? Well, I usually have mine with a good dollop of Rolandberry jam, but I suppose plain is best for sampling purposes. This is the best goddamn bread. Aww! I see. Oh no, is it that bad? It is indeed, Tataru, dense and unpleasant, exactly as it should be! Just so, the very taste of home. As you must expect, our countrymen have amassed a wealth of culinary wisdom from every last corner of the world, but our native cuisine, shall we say, is lacking. In Sharlayan, the majority regard food as a source of nourishment rather than enjoyment. Save for those few who actually research the culinary arts, we pay little heed to the niceties of taste and texture. It was against such gastronomic landscape that now called the Archon loaf was born, the creation of an Archon who devoted himself to the study of bodily sustenance. Oh, it's not elven bread, it's dwarf bread. In order to maximise its nutritional value, he incorporated copious quantities of pulverised fish and vegetable matter into the dough, all with nary care for the quantities, which make bread enjoyable. The result is a flavour that continues to defy description. For its many shortcomings, the low nutritional value cannot be denied, and being a damnably convenient way to cater to one's bodily needs, it quickly found an audience amongst busy scholars. When I was a lad, every meal was a sandwich made with the very bread and whatever ingredients happened to be on hand. There's something to be very endearing about home food, which is absolutely shit, but it's your favourite shit home food. Yeah. It's like, oh, it's so bad, just like Mum used to make. I expect just about every Archon would say the same. Having been away from home for so long, I thought I might have forgotten the taste, but no, it was all too familiar. Ah, how it takes me back. There's enough, perhaps you could spare some for the Exarch. He is certain to appreciate it. Oh, there's plenty to go around. I'll be sure to wrap up an extra slice. You have to slice it with a chainsaw. When you deliver the loaf, please be sure to send everyone my regards. Tell them we're doing everything we can. We're praying for their safe return until the moment they get back. Dwarf bread. Look at this guy go. Look at her. Look at her. Yep, we're going back. Okay. Let's go on the griff. What? I never used this griff. There he is. Feel that way about girl dinner. Girl dinner! Chicken nuggies and super noodles. Now that's a banging meal right there. It's this guy right here. Are you open to critique? No. You can't improve on Girl Dinner. It's a masterpiece. I would eat the crap out of chicken nuggies, and I have eaten the crap out of chicken nuggies and super noodles. Can I not go back this way? I just did this automatically. There we go. Bacon, super noodles, and soggy nuggets. Yeah, let's go. Cuisine. Cuisine. Noodles are hardcore, not for me. My texture does not work in my brain. That's fair. That's fair. I could get that. They are kind of slimy. So if you don't like, if texture is a big thing, I could understand why noodles would be a big no. For me, they're a big yes. I love noodles. How was your journey? Have bread. Buy the 12 Archon loaf. However did you come by this? I swear it comes straight from Charlian. Tataru made it. Ambrose said that, did he? His words are very nearly as heavy as the bread, but I appreciate the sentiment. Should you have the chance, you may tell him that he needn't worry. That which I seek to do, I do of my own volition and with all my heart. This I choose to do. That is a line from a book. In pursuing this path, I fully expect to earn the censure of our friends, and to deserve it, I shall forge on regardless. Forge on as you yourself did when faced with a similar predicament, so I ask that you have faith in me, in what we do. I love you. Ah! But we were talking about your journey. Before the others arrive, I should hear how their bodies fare. Oh, and the bread I will save for later. Though it has been many years, I have not forgotten the feats of mastication required to consume it, or how unconductive they are to conversation. Need a good set of teeth. Horse bread. Thank you.
Forgive the delay.
We have visited every region and confirmed the presence of Ascians throughout the realm.
Shoot.
Lest a grave predicament be made to seem hopeless, it should be noted that they are of inferior rank. The black-masked minions who answer to the red.
Yes. A gaggle of schemers attempting to exploit recent events to sow the seeds of petty conflict.
You guys for real, like seriously, you should like totally get you some soggy nuggies. They are the bee's soggy knees. Slay queen.
Yes! Yes! The true girl dinner is cooking up some nuggies and some super noodles and then cutting up the nuggies and just mixing them in with the noodles. And just being like, yep, that's a meal. That's a meal. You know what else I like? Chicky nuggies and mac and cheese. Also a good meal. Girl dinner!
Fortunately, nothing of any great concern has come of their meddling just yet.
We also encountered a number of the Crystarium's former defenders, busily solving this problem and that in a bid to become warriors of light.
Slig's come in a goo version. Oh yeah. Sounds yum. It is yum! Macaroni, cheese, and chicken nuggets is girl dinner. It is peak. I want mac and cheese.
It is but a pity I cannot encourage them on their course.
Not knowing Elizabeth set them upon it, no. Both the troubles to be solved and the villains to be vanquished are his doing too, like as not. And so, with apologies to the aspiring warriors of light, I believe it best that we deal with the Ascians quickly and quietly.
I quite agree.
But tell us, what news from the source? How fare our bodies?
Bad. I mean, sorry. Things have taken a turn for the worst. Mac and cheese. I just want mac and cheese now. We don't have any.
Then we must redouble our efforts. Not that we've ever stinted in that regard.
Spook is not a fan of mac and cheese. Like, he'll eat it, but he doesn't really enjoy it, and I'm like, ah!
This would seem an appropriate moment to ask about the spirit vessel. Tell me you've made some progress.
We have, as it happens. One moment.
Oh. Off they go, little scamper. Oh! Oh. You did that, huh?
Stones. Then this doth mean...
For the benefit of all, permit us to explain. As you will recall, using white auracite as our starting point, we fashioned a vessel for mind and memory both. Yet, though it served this purpose admirably, the process of imbuing it with one's complete essence proved a somewhat thornier proposition. Simply put, the memory would not accompany the mind. And so, we looked to the Allegan's mastery of memory transference for a solution.
This approach was not without its own complications, however, relying as it does upon blood, which inanimate objects, notably, do not possess.
Yes, it is a characteristic of them. One of the main ways that you can tell them apart from mimics.
We duly explored methods of suffusing the vessel with drops of the aforementioned. Alas, our painstaking experimentation succeeded only in making me feel faint.
Ew.
And singularly failed to imbue the crystal with the necessary properties. It was then that an idea occurred to me, namely that we might fuse the vessel not with normal blood, but with my crystallized essence.
Right.
You're doing this for our sakes. So far be it from us to complain. But don't think we haven't noticed what's happening to your arm.
Yeah.
It falls well short of offering up my life in exchange for yours, which was your only stipulated prohibition, as I recall. And it is but a small price to pay for delivering you home.
Assuming it works, we shall soon know if this grisly addition will serve as a suitable conduit for the subject's memory. Though not soon enough to warrant your waiting, the test is like to take a while.
Oof.
Let us be off then. We have Ascians to attend to, among other things.
Forgive me, but I count 6 vessels, and there are only 5 of us.
One is for testing purposes. I will personally use it to see whether the crystal functions as it should.
And if it does, wouldn't that mean that your soul could also return to the source?
Yes. In theory, at least.
Oh.
But there is a distinct difference between your circumstances and mine. While your corporeal forms want for souls, my past self does not. Mayhap our essences would blend, or mayhap they would curdle.
Ugh.
There is no telling what might occur.
Ugh.
And you'd be willing to take that risk?
Of course he would.
I would.
I see.
Not really anything else to say, is there? Hast thou a moment, Exar? I would speak with thee on the matter of the Exarch's mooted return unto the source. Thou wilt have observed that our friend spake not in certainties, yet if Beakelook had the right of it, 'tis possible to predict the outcome of his plan with some confidence. It is their assessment that, given the opportunity, the Exarch's soul should successfully merge with that of his younger self. Which is not to say the process is without complications, for one the Exarch hath been subjected to an additional rejoining, an experience which will have brought a change in his ethereal composition. As thou thyself didst demonstrate when merging with our Bert, however, there existeth an affinity twixt like souls, and this doth gives us hope. Yet there remaineth one immutable condition upon which success doth hinge. The Exarch must needs recognise his past self as simply that, himself. As our recent travails have demonstrated, memories are essential to the soul. Any discrepancy in their former may feasibly cause the latter to spurn the former flesh. 'Tis a seemingly simple yet complex problem, for nigh on a century our friend hath striven only to deliver this realm, to deliver thee. And that singular end did he cast aside his very name, that he might assume the mantle of the Crystal Exarch. Henceforth none can say what choices our friend will make, but though it only right that thou be made aware of these truths. Scouting is going to be the one I need, I believe. Right, and that is our stream for today. As we are at 5 o'clock. So, I hope to see you guys soon. Hope you have a good day. We are going to... We're gonna go raid Duger. And once again, as often happens for these afternoon ones, I gotta go do food. So I guess our message is gonna be raid and run. And it's using the follower emote, so even if you aren't subscribed, you can use that emote. Right, I hope everybody has a good day. Reminder, I am streaming tomorrow, but we are not having community game night because I am going to family gathering, and then you won't see me for like another week because we are away. I believe I will be seeing you again on Thursday. We likely won't do morning stream, so it'll literally be this time next week you next see me. So I hope you all have a good time. It was, yeah, take care. I love you all. Bye. Bye.